Hi everyone, my name is Leonard. I'm from Parahyangan Catholic University, majoring in industrial engineering, and I'm one of the IISMA 2021 awardees that went to Boston University. The courses that I took there were machine learning, business strategy, innovation process, and entrepreneurial management. Okay, so it all began when I first heard about the IISMA program from Kampus Merdeka Instagram account. I saw the post and I thought to myself, this program is really interesting. It is a student exchange program for 1 semester, fully funded by the government of Indonesia. But at the time I was quite a little bit of late to the party because it was 7 days away from the close of the registration program. So I did not think much about that, but eventually I did register myself and prepare the documents that's needed to register myself for the program. And I still remember that my preparation for this process was really quick. I had to take a Duolingo English test for this program, and the result needed to come out 2 days away. After I took the test, and then I submitted everything, the recommendation letter from Parahyangan Catholic University, and I eventually made it in the last minute for this program. Okay, so the day that we went there, the flight was really long. It was like 2 days before we arrived in the United States. And my first initial reaction to the United States is, of course, United States is a very distant place and very, somewhere that I've never been before. I've never been to US before, and so the place itself is very distant for me. And when we first arrived there, it was really, of course, United States is really big, right? So we went to Boston, and my first initial reaction of the university there, the university was really big. It is a really big university, and I was just amazed about the whole environment of the university there when we first arrived. And when we first arrived, it was quite a little bit late. It was like in the middle of the night, and some of us had to settle into the dorm, and that was actually most of us all of us have to go to our dorm, right? And that was our first interaction with our roommates. Some of us already met our roommate there. But for my case, my roommate was not there at the time, so I was able to settle in and settle my luggage and unpack without having to disturb anyone. But that was the first encounter with a foreigner or with an international student for the majority of us. I was the first noticeable difference that I had at the time was people there was really vocal about how they interact is quite different. Like they ask like, how was your day, have a nice day and everything. But in general, there isn't much that is different from in Indonesia that I felt there, because maybe there's a lot of international students there. But also people are also kind and understanding. If your English is not that good, you don't have to worry about it. People as long as they understand what you're trying to say, you're good. And then last but not least, thankfully I did not experience any cultural shock. The one thing that I noticed though is they speak so fast. Maybe because it's their language, right? They speak really fast, and I had to adjust a little bit before I was able to understand fully what they're trying to say. Before I was just grasping on what they actually said to me, but later down the road I was able to understand fully what they're trying to say, their joke and everything about that they're trying to say to me. Okay, so my experience during the IISMA program, initially, of course, at first I did not spend many time to actually plan how to get to my class at first. So I was unfortunately I was late to my first class. It wasn't that long, but I was late because I did not allocate some time to actually prepare myself to go to the class. And the university complex is big, as I mentioned, and so there's a lot of transportation that you can use actually. But of course, because we were there, we were quite new to the environment. We did not really know how to use the transportation, so I was late at first. But later down the road, I actually I was able to adjust and manage my time better. Before class, I spent several minutes to go to the class, and Also, the main difference between the professors in Boston University and Indonesia is, I think mainly we focus a lot on practical things. So we discuss a lot, and in the classes itself, in class environment, two-way interaction is very much encouraged. And again, we talk about a lot of practical stuff. Even if we talk about in case, for example, if we're talking about in business classes, if we're talking about one thing, we talk about how is this being used actually in the business real world example, and hopefully, and also students will given a lot of coursework and homework and presentation paper to actually encourage us to talk and share our ideas to the classes, and to make the whole interaction and to make the whole classes feels more lively. And one thing that I changed from my studying habit is it's just that I read more, and then I had to spend a lot of time. I had to manage my time better because there's a lot of coursework there, and some professors even require you to pre-read before the class. So before going to the class, you have to read something from the book that was chosen for in the class. So just to summarize it, I had to manage my time better. If you were to ask me, how did I change my studying habits there? The things that really affected me is I was really grateful that I was able to learn and enlightened from professors from these world-class universities. I was able to experience the facilities, the institutions that is amongst the best in the world, and with that, I was more confident with myself now to prepare myself for the work environment, work professional career ahead of me. So the whole IISMA program really enhances my confidence, and it enhances my knowledge about a lot of things. So I was really grateful for that. And one thing that also was really affected is I was right now I was able to listen more to stories from people, because I know that people are in general really diverse, especially coming from there, because there's a lot of international students. We were exposed with so many cultures, so many different experiences, so many different backgrounds. So I learned more to listen to them, to these stories from these people. And what is the most memorable experience from my IISMA journey is I think the matriculation day, in which the BU Boston University officially matriculate and officially welcome us as a new student coming in the fall semester there. So it was a really big event. I was just in awe of. I was just shocked. I was really thankful that I was able to witness an amazing event like that, because back in my home university, we did not have an event like that. So having experienced that is just made me thankful of this amazing opportunity that was given to me in that semester. And then one of the most valuable things that I think is really important for me is the friends that I made along the way. I met a lot of amazing people. I made a lot of new connections there, some in which I learned so much from. And I really cherish these people that I met along the way. And then of course the stories that I heard from them is life lessons, knowledge, and a lot of things. And especially, I really cherish those things that I got from them. Okay, to close off this video, I just want to say I'm officially IISMA biased, because I was exposed, I was enlightened by international level quality of education and experience. And with that being said, I also wanted to say the IISMA 2021 tagline, which is IISMA, be bold to go broad. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I hope that it is helpful for you, and see you guys on next time. Have a nice day.